I am going back to prison in Bahrain next week. I know that going back means that I might end up spending the rest of my life in prison, but I'm doing so because I feel like I have no other options left. My father, Maryam Alkhawaja, was a prisoner of conscience in Bahrain and has been imprisoned for over 12 and a half years. My father is being denied access to urgent and critical medical treatment, part of the reason why he's on a hunger strike. My father has a heart condition, which means that the hunger strike puts him at further risk of a heart attack or a stroke at any time. And I can no longer sit around and wait for that call that tells me that my father has died in prison. I am attempting to go back to try and raise pressure and attention around his case and the case of 800 political prisoners in Bahrain who are currently on hunger strike as well. I call on governments like Denmark, where my father and I are citizens, to do more to save my father's life. And I call on all of you to stand in solidarity with us, to write to your representatives, and to pressure the Danish government, the US government, the UK government, or any of your governments in the EU to step up and do more, and to put pressure on the Bahraini government to do the right thing. When I go to Bahrain next week, I will not be going on my own. There are several people who have already pledged that they will be going with me on this trip, and I hope that many of you listening to this message might choose to do the same and travel with us next week to the Bahraini airport to try and save my father's life and bring attention to the biggest hunger strike to ever happen in Bahraini history.